Hey guys, what's up? It's Heather Grant. And so today I'm going to be talking about what essential oils you can use for really heavy periods, heavy bleeding, and periods or menstrual cycles that last a long time, right? More than 7 days, right? We're talking about 10 to 12 days. And so what happened was I actually had a dear friend reach out to me and kind of explain to me her situation and what she was dealing with. She was having extremely heavy periods, and then they were lasting for a long time. They were actually lasting for a week to 2 weeks out of her month. And so they were really messing with her life and her lifestyle. And so I jumped in, I did some research, started to read about testimonials, what had worked for other people because I wanted to help her. And so I wanted to share with you today some of the things that I learned. The very first thing that I learned was that there are a lot of different essential oils that can really help support our bodies, especially during menstruation, and especially when we're talking about heavy bleeding and prolonged bleeding. And so I wanted to share with you some of the things that I learned. The first thing that I learned was that it really takes time to regulate our hormones and our body. So if you're someone who, maybe you've tried an essential oil for this before and it didn't work immediately, just recognize that this really is a hormone issue, and it really does take time to let our bodies get back into balance. So obviously the first essential oil that I recommend for heavy periods is Clary Calm. And honestly, I would recommend this oil for anything when we're talking about menopause, menstrual cramps, any sort of PMS issues. Clary Calm is a really great blend. It has clary sage in it, to be able to apply that to the reflex points of our feet, which when we're talking about hormones, fertility, PMS, that's the inside of your ankles. So that's a really great reflex point to apply those oils to. Or just over your abdomen, right? If you're having cramps or pain, that's a really great place to put those oils. The next thing that I recommend, if you're someone who you're dealing with bleeding, like that's your main thing and it's heavy bleeding, right? We're not talking about a little bit of normal blood. We're talking about actual really heavy periods. The blend that I recommend, so it's 2 oils and I recommend you use them together. The first is Cypress Essential Oil and the second is helichrysum. And actually just using a drop of each of those and rubbing them on your abdomen can be really, really beneficial. And using that every single day and recognizing that it's going to take some time to be able to regulate your body again. But that is a great blend. Using Cypress and helichrysum together topically over the abdomen can be really, really helpful when we're talking about shortening our periods and lightening the amount of blood. The other thing that I wanted to mention, I could literally send you pages and pages of testimonials from the phytoestrogen complex. This is the complex you guys have heard me talk about. Shortened my periods, shortened the amount of blood that I was bleeding, the cramps that I was having, completely changed my hormones and balances my mood. So I actually take phytoestrogen 1 week out of the month. I actually take it the week before my period. About the time I start yelling at my kids and I recognize oh, my hormones are going crazy, then that's the what I reach for and I grab. But it is a great blend if you're someone that is dealing with changes of life, menopause, fertility, anytime you're trying to regulate your hormones, cut down on cramps for periods, shorten the time your period is, shorten the amount of blood, right, to lessen that. The phytoestrogen complex is great for that. So the essential oils I recommend again are Clary Calm, helichrysum, which as we know is great for bleeding, Cypress Essential Oil, which helps with circulation and blood issues, and then last but not least, being a faithful user of that phytoestrogen complex is really going to help you if you are someone who you deal with heavy periods and prolonged bleeding. Those are some great oils and supplements for you to use. If you have any questions, post them below. If you'd like to try a free essential oil sample, if you don't have your own account already, you can hop on my website. It's heathergrantwellness.com. And then also I'd invite you to hop over to my Facebook group. It's Heather Grant Wellness. We do a lot of fun giveaways and product education there as well. Everyone, have an awesome day. Bye, guys.